No, what's the dance? I'm all for a good dance. What's the dance?
The chicken banana dance that I've heard so
Chicken
much
banana
about.
dance.
Oh my God.
No, what is this?
I'll show you at the end. What is going on, Omniverse? We are here to talk about the Texas Shootout, the golf tournament, golf fun, awesome amazingness that is going to be happening in Arlington for LCI Congress. And we got some rock stars today. So we got Miss Eileen, who you know, she's making another cameo. She's becoming a regular. We got Miss Jessica and we got Mr. Matt coming in. And they're going to tell us all the details about it. And so first thing we want to know out there, if you are out there in the Omniverse and you're down for the golf stuff, drop a little cowboy in the comments if you want to get your golf on. That way we know you're there. If you're going to be there, maybe shout out your, if you're engaged with the local community of practice, shout them out in the comments. And we're going to do some intros and we're going to get into this bad boy. So I'm going to start with Miss Jessica. Miss Jessica, would you mind letting all the amazing people out there know who you be and why you here?
Yes, I'm Jessica Harala. I lead the North American market for Build Dots, which is a construction technology platform. And I'm here because we were a big sponsor last year of the golf tournament, and it was amazing. It was like the best way to kick off the conference, and it made a huge difference in our conference experience later on throughout the week. So yeah, it was awesome. And I get to come down and play this year, so I'm super excited about that. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm definitely going to pick your brain about what you got out of the golf, being involved and engaged in the golf tournament last year. But let's go ahead and introduce Miss Eileen, who you be while you're here.
So I'm Eileen with LCI, and I help put the golf tournament together with the sponsorship, the sponsor people, and the players. And I am actually going to be tooting my own horn and say it all comes together through me.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, girl. Yeah, folks, if you don't know, Eileen spends enormous amount of time, effort, and heart in getting these things going. So yes, it all comes together because of Eileen. Thank you, my sister. Matt, it looks like Matt's thing is like loading. I don't know, Matt, if you
La La Land.
Yeah. Let me all right, well, we'll come back to you, Matt. When you can hear us, jump on in. Miss Jennifer Lacey.
Yes, so I am Jennifer Lacey. I work with Robbins and Morton. I am their director of building forward and lean practices. And I am also one of the co-chairs with Keon Zandy for the LCI Congress in Arlington, Texas this year.
Arlington, Texas. You know, this is the second time you and I are going to be at a Congress in Texas. And you know what happened the first time?
Jesse, yes, that's when we collided. Our like somehow it wasn't planned, but you were on the planning committee by like voluntoldness.
Yes.
And said that you have this role, so you're going to be on this planning committee in Texas. And then I was here locally. Joe Donnarumma was the chair, and I got to work closely with him as we were planning for Fort Worth. And you and I were in a room in Fort Worth together. And I mean, you tell the story way better than I do.
Yeah. She threatened me and bullied me into being her friend. That's what happened. So, folks, if you haven't met her in person,
she looks scary. She looks scary.
That's funny. I thought it would have been the other way around. That's
No, I'm just a shy guy, Eileen. So, Jessica, you mentioned last year you're with Build Dots, and you sponsored last year. Y'all are sponsoring again this year. What was the golf tournament experience for you, and like you as we'll say a player, ball chaser, and also as a sponsor? What's in your brain there?
I think that it was, it's just such a great way to we put people on our hole, right? So we sponsored a hole, and not only had people playing, but we also sponsored a hole, and we had people there all day, right? And you get to meet every single person coming across the course, you know, and they're all standing there and, you know, teeing off, and you get to meet them. And so it just opens up warm conversations for the rest of the week, you know, and it's not like you're just selling at them. You are friends with them, you know, by the time you see them around at the booth. And that's what we're all about, right? Is relationships and developing relationships with everybody and getting to know people on a personal level. And it was just a totally different ballgame of a conference for us, starting with the golf tournament.
Okay, so you mentioned y'all have a host, so you're stationed, you got it resourced with people to connect with all the folks coming through. In terms of the caliber of prospects, right? And I'm going to trash and say the players, the people that are driving these little carts, are absolute prospects for any sport.
100%.
What would you say in terms of the caliber of prospects that come across that hole that you sponsored?
Total primo prospects, 100%. I mean, it's all the people that you want to talk to. And like I said, everybody's a golfer, so you already have that connection going. So yeah, I think it's huge. And I encourage anybody who's going to sponsor a team to play with your customers. We were the only people last year that had customers playing with them, which I thought was like the only tech company that brought some customers to play with them, which I thought was crazy. Like, if you're going to sponsor a team, get customers on your team, you know?
Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful strat. And it's easy to kind of like, hey, let's go. Like, wait a minute. I can hold these people captive for 4.5. I mean, I could learn what their pain points are for 4.5 hours.
Exactly, Jesse. Exactly.
Thank you, Jessica. Okay. Now, Eileen, you are the sponsorship czar. And Jessica just mentioned, you know, sponsoring a hole, and I'm looking at the website, and it looks like there's still some sponsorship opportunities specifically for the golf tournament. What do people need to know so they can hurry up and fill those spots?
Well, I have to say, first of all, sponsorship opportunities close September 5th. So now's a good time to get those choices in and make sure that you get the choice that you want.
All sponsorships?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. And we, you know, again, we just had someone come in with a golf sponsorship earlier today. And I think the thing to remember is, and the thing to really know is, you're getting in ahead of the game. And you get to meet the people and, like as Jessica said, start the relationship and start the conversation before the actual conference starts. So you're not there just going, oh, hey, you know, there's a relationship that starts before the conference, so you have people to talk to. And as far as, there's a lot of opportunities for things. There's visibility opportunities where you can sponsor the golf kit that has the balls, the towel, the divot, all of that stuff. But then again, there's the whole sponsorships where you can sit there and you can have a game or order food or drink from the course and have it there, or giveaways or anything like that. So it's really up to you what you decide to do with that sponsorship to make it more engaging for yourself, for your people that are there, as well as the golfers that come through.
Yeah. Yes. I'm looking at it. There's opening for like longest drive contest, closest to the pin, the whole sponsorships. And like the sponsorships are pretty reasonable. It's not like astronomical numbers. And like Jessica said, like it's going to get your name, your brand, and maybe even some of your people in front of some pretty primo prospects. Nice. So Jen, have you gone and like inspected the golf course?
I try. That's all, Eileen. I trust that. Not that I'm not planning on being there and hanging out and visiting with people. That's another thing. But I did want to make a point that I've heard it from Jessica and I heard it from Eileen, but I just want to double down on it because I know that's what we did when we were early on in our journey and in our lean journey. And we were like doing some really cool things. And then we knew like we were going to go to Congress because we wanted to learn more, but we also wanted to celebrate things that we were doing as a company. And people they may not have known who we were, The sponsorship opportunity is a way to get LCI and your company branded together, to where you are making a commitment that, yes, we're doing these cool things and we are going to go and we want to celebrate that, but we also want people to see our logo and see it with a national organization that supports lean implementation. And like they said it, but that, I'm just going to say that is there's a lot of value. And what, it's golf, it's you having your logo on certain giveaways and things like that. There's just so many opportunities on being able to connect you and your brand with a national lean organization.
Gangsta, you're trying to talk me into spending some money here, huh?
Jesse, you and I need to be friends. You are hilarious.
Yeah.
Jesse, let's talk after this and see if we can't get you in a golf sponsorship.
Yes!
And we'll just go from there.
Jesse, I need you to sponsor the cart Keon and I want. So we just have your logo on it.
Okay, I like it.
I love it.
There is, something else I might want to mention from a player's point of view. And I know Matt is still trying to get on. He was telling us he has some technical difficulties, and he was actually, or is actually hoping to be here for the player's point of view, is that this is on the Texas Rangers Golf Club. So it's a really cool place. I was there. We checked it out. There's the network. The venue is fantastic, but the networking is also great. And I know, Jessica talked about it from the sponsor's point of view, and I talked about it a little bit from different points of view. But the opportunity to network with people that do what you do in a fun atmosphere is really a great thing. And it ends up with a great barbecue at the end, so everybody can get together, talk about their games, talk about what happened during the day and all of that. So it's a really great experience.
Yeah, thank you. Now, Jessica, you said last year you were there. That was in California. And the weather here in Texas is a little bit different. So you have any time? You already gave us some great strategies, like don't be a ding dong, take your client on the course. But those aren't your words. That's my interpretation. But in terms of like preparing for the Texas weather, any cheat codes you got for the folks out there?
Sunscreen, drink your water. No, come on, you guys. Texas in October, it's going to be perfect weather. It's going to be the best.
I love it. Now,
it was 55 degrees in Chicago this morning. So, I'm not going to be sad for a little warm weather in October in Texas. Yes, I'm ready for it.
But I think you nailed it. The sunblock, super, super important, because if it turns out to be one of those 90-degree fall days with full sun, you gonna want some sunblock for 100%.
It's funny that you mentioned that, you guys, and here I am. We have a golf safety kit up for sponsorship. It comes with sunblock. It comes with bug spray. It comes with lip balm. It comes with bandage. So anything that you might need is like a first aid kit for the golf tournament. That's in there.
Clever idea. That's a really clever idea.
Great. So I'll be talking to you about the golf safety kit. No, but anything that you could possibly need as far as that kind of thing goes is in the golf safety kit sponsorship. And again, these are things that people will use on the course, but they'll also take back with them. Who doesn't want suntan lotion and lip balm? And I've got, get it from everywhere.
Keeping it PG, Eileen. You made me promise. I'm keeping it PG here. Now, Jennifer Lacey. Look, we got a comment. Mr. Rodney, one of the DFW ballers, says, Congress. What's up, brother? Appreciate the support, my friend. So, Jen, it is at the Texas Rangers Golf Club. And I think this athletic competitions, there's like a sports theme. Can you tell the folks out there a little bit about the theme of the different tracks and overall overarching stuff about Congress this year?
Yes, so we do have a sports theme for Congress this year, and mainly it's because Texas is known for sports, but specifically Arlington, Texas, which is where we're going to be. The venue, the conference center, the convention center, where it is situated if you just like walk outside, like across the street is where the Texas Rangers play. And then if you just kind of walk outside and look to the right, you literally see Cowboy Stadium. Like,
That's
so
awesome.
we're right in this entertainment district, sports district, where you come and you literally don't have to leave. It has all kinds of opportunities to connect and, have some after hours, camaraderie and things like that. But the sports theme is kind of what we use for each of the tracks when it comes to tools and processes and culture and all the things that we try to do and talk about within the lean space. But it's all very focused on things that happen early in the job, things that happen on the project, things that you need to do to create good teams and things like that. So we have literally focused every track on something very sports related, but also very tied to our lean industry and the things that we're trying to do to make it better.
Love it.
Awesome.
So
all my golfers are super happy, excited about the tournament, about the course, by the way. They're like psyched to play the course.
Well, it's funny because I'm going to, again, bringing it back to the golf tournament for a second. In the past, we've had the 20-minute drive and how do I get from here to there? And oh my gosh, I can't get there from the airport on time. Literally, the Texas Rangers Golf Club is maybe about a 10-minute walk. It's like right around the corner.
Yes.
So we don't have to worry about how to get this where and from the airport to the golf club and where am I going to keep my stuff. And it's so cool that it's not, so far away. Oh my gosh, I have to spend a ridiculous amount for an Uber. I don't know. You're probably not going to want to walk with your golf clubs, but it's not that far away that we have to worry about transportation.
Yeah, and so if you get kicked out of the golf cart for having too much fun, you can just stumble your way back to the convention center there. That's for the people that roll like me, right? Or like I used to roll. Jessica's raising her hand. Yeah, I know that life. So, Jessica, you said like starting with the golf tournament is a good way to kick off the Congress experience. And so what are some other things that people should think about in terms of, all right, you're going to come, like, should they just come for the golf tournament or is there any?
No. You could just come for the golf tournament, but like the Congress is a whole experience. It's like, come for the golf, stay for the learning, stay for the networking. It's like, seriously, it's my favorite event of the year. And I'll tell you right now, I don't do any conferences anymore except LCI. It's the only one that I go and attend anymore. I love it. It is just the most intimate, awesome, like everybody's there with the same mindset. Everybody's there to like grow, learn, get better, continuous improvement of all kinds. And it's just a breath of fresh air to be at that conference. And it just starts at the very beginning with the golf tournament, right? And then it just rolls right on through.
Oh, I love it. Well, if anyone knows me, they know I'm a little bit competitive. Now, I love sharing knowledge, right? And to your point, Jessica, that is one of the number one, actually, it's like the only reason that I stay connected with the Congress and thing is because we can not just share in terms of share experiences, but also receive, right? So there's this like typical thing that happens. But if I'm on the golf course, I ain't sharing nothing. Like I want to win, man. Like I didn't come to play. I want to win, which is, one of my negative features. We got Mr. Rodney Ashmore again. He says this year's Congress, right between the Rangers and the Cowboys places, we're going to showcase to those teams what teamwork is really like by showing how lean construction shows the best teamwork. And I think there's some videos coming out with that guy. Did you hear about that, Jen?
Yes, you came and we did some man on the streets videos, and you came and we had a big group of people that are most of them part of your outreach group, and really just talking about their why. People that are coming and coming to Congress and why are they coming, and so yes, I may have made a cameo in some of those, but yes.
Maybe. All right, Eileen, we're rounding third base here. I want to make sure, like the sponsorship thing. I think I heard you say sponsorship opportunities close on September 5th, which is like, what's that, 11 days away, 7 days away?
I don't do math, so whatever you say, I'm probably going to agree with Jesse.
It's more than zero.
It is more than zero, yes. Greater than or equal to zero. That is
there
correct.
We go.
Yes.
There we go. Yes. And so if somebody's interested right now, like, oh my goodness, there's still opportunities. What do I do? Do they find you on Facebook?
They can find me on Facebook. They can find me on LinkedIn.
TikTok?
No. That's a rabbit hole that I do not want to go down. I was on TikTok for about an hour and a half yesterday. Ooh, real.
Ooh, Eileen, you need to come by. You need to come by when Jesse and I are doing our podcast booth.
Yes.
Okay.
We will get you on TikTok.
No, that is not necessary. Yes, that's a whole other live stream.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. So yes, they all do close September 5th. One of the things I did want to mention is, before we wrap up here, you had mentioned having fun and being competitive and all of that on the golf tournament and on the green. Each hole has a contest of its own.
Oh.
So there's like closest to the pin, longest drive, things like that. So in each one of those contests has a prize. And then, of course, there are the prizes for the winners of the tournament themselves. So if you're that competitive and you'd like to join us, each hole that's not the like the beverage cart comes with a hole and things like that. Those, of course, don't have a contest associated with them. But most of the holes, if you look on the sponsorship page and things like that, you'll see that there are contests associated with them. So for those of you who are really competitive and want to win as many contests as you possibly can, you could do that. Yeah. And as for getting in touch with me, again, a great way to do it would be via the website. And my email is igoldberg, GOLD as in David, B as in boy, ERG, at leanconstruction.org. And please email me with any questions that you have.
Hit up our sister, the sponsorship czar. And I think I see there's a Frisbee golf competition thing there too. So
that is sold out already. We've sold out the Frisbee golf. Yes. The Frisbee, and it's the Frisbees are your putts. So you throw a Frisbee instead of using your golf club. It's actually really cool.
We have to get some video. We got to have a camera set up right there just for memories.
Just for the outtakes.
Yes, right. Absolutely. All right. So let's wrap it up. Closing thoughts. I'm going to start with you, Jennifer Lacey. Miss Jessica, you are on deck. Jennifer Lacey, closing thought.
Well, two things. I think one is we've hit on this a lot in these live streams, but the theme, yes, it's a sports theme, but the underlying theme for everything from golf to learning to breakouts to keynotes to happy hours to gimbal walks, like everything the whole week, it's the people. And I just think I just want to double down on, I say it and then people hear it, but I'm like, you don't understand. Like from, again, clients that you can kind of get some connection to, bring it into some other learning, bring it in and have some conversations on, I'm doing that, but you're doing this kind of thing. Like it just the whole week. And the only thing I can compare it to, and I love that Jessica, this is her jam. It's like going to Disneyland and having to pick the different parks. And then once you get done, you kind of hit them all. And then like, I feel like that the whole week of Congress is like going to Disney World for me.
Got it. So if you want to hang out and take selfies with Snow White here, come to Congress. Miss Jessica, closing thought. Eileen, I'm coming at you next.
Closing thought. If you were considering even thinking about doing the golf tournament before Congress or as part of Congress, just do it, you guys. Like, come play, sponsor, hang out, connect with people. You want to come play with me? I have an open spot on my team. Reach out. So I just think it's just the best. It's the best way to start Congress. So come, do it, stay for the sake of the Congress. You'll never regret it.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Miss Jessica. All right, Eileen, take us home, my sister.
It's funny. I don't know that I have anything to add other than what Jen and Jessica said. It is all about the people, the relationships, the networking, even getting ahead of the game. So you actually have that relationship to start with once you get to the kickoff social and the exhibitor reception. And these are people that you can always go up to and say hi and, how was your game and things like that. So I think it's about the relationships that you form, whether it's the golf tournament, the kickoff social, whatever it is. But again, for the golf tournament, you have that pre-Congress relationship starter. And I think that that's one of the really important things about the tournament.
Oh my goodness, very well said. And I'm just comedy relief here. Thank y'all, you three amazing human beings, for letting me share the stage with you. Folks out there in the Omniverse, what are you waiting for? September 5th, no more sponsorship. And then the registration starts coming to a close. So sign up. We'll see y'all there. And it's time for the dance. Chicken